Cross Society is always on standby to respond to emergencies and disasters whenever and wherever they happen in the country. Their timely intervention has been of great relief, like here in Bududa on the slopes of Mount Elgon, where almost an entire community was buried by landslides. Some children returned from school to the horror of death and destruction, with no homes, parents or siblings. This calls for timely intervention to help these vulnerable communities in finding shelter, food and clean water. Uganda Red Cross Society assisted 8,177 survivors of the March 1st, 2010 landslides that buried Nemetsi village, killing over 350 people. The survivors were given tarpaulins, blankets, soap, jerry cans, saucepans, cups, plates, aquatabs and food. Uganda Red Cross Society ensured proper hygiene practices in the displaced people's camps at Bulacheka by sensitizing the victims. The survivors were later relocated hundreds of miles away to Chiriandongo in western Uganda. Natural disasters aside, Uganda is prone to other challenges. The horrific July 2010 bomb blasts in Kampala are today still remembered with a sense of fear. Suspected terrorists targeted soccer enthusiasts while watching the World Cup final. Their act left over 80 people dead and several others with grisly injuries. As these gory images were being beamed around the world, the Uganda Red Cross was in action, helping the injured and evacuating them to various hospitals in Kampala. In fact, this is why blood recruitment exercises such as this one here in Gulu are crucial in ensuring that Uganda is prepared for any emergencies, be it violence or the increased carnage on the roads. Uganda Red Cross collected 90,011 units of blood in 2010 that were distributed to hospitals countrywide. It works with Uganda blood transfusion services to ensure safe blood supply. Uganda continues to receive thousands of refugees fleeing civil wars in the region. Conflicts can rip families apart, and this is evident here in Nakivale refugee settlement, Isinjiro district in western Uganda. It's a melting pot of nationalities. Using Red Cross messages, which are short open letters containing family news and exchanged to the Red Cross, separated family members have been able to re-establish contact with their relatives. 17-year-old Mapendo is originally from North Kivu in the Democratic Republic of Congo. She has been reunited with her parents here in Nakivale. However, because she has returned with her baby, produced outside of marriage, the parents are not happy. Now she wants to go back to Congo. And there are many today who are sending letters or those who want to be repatriated. The Uganda Red Cross is active in this settlement, facilitating the exchange of Red Cross messages.
Displacement causes several other problems and challenges to those people who are affected. And by running a tracing service, we try to do what we call family reunification as much as possible. And if there are needs as part of this process that arise, then the tracing services can inform our other types of programs to see how best further assistance can be given.
This grandmother is singing a lullaby. Her lyrics are telling the baby to sleep. Mama has gone to the well to fetch water. However, the sad reality is Mama will not be coming home. She is dead. This baby and the frail grandmother are under the care of a 13-year-old orphan, Stella Akello. Their mother succumbed to the deadly HIV/AIDS. Here in Pajuli, the Uganda Red Cross Society is the silver lining on a dark cloud. They have brought her a sewing machine and soon she is starting lessons on how to use it. She is among the 450 orphans and vulnerable children who have received these sewing machines from Uganda Red Cross for income generation. In Padel Town Council, problems encountered by young Gildo Okello dwarfs what Stella is going through. Here, a former member of the Positive Living Club has lost her battle to the disease. Just last year, Josephine Allure was bedridden, worried and in pain, but she had hope because of the support she was getting from the Uganda Red Cross. Sadly, she has passed on. Today, little Gildo, who is living with HIV, is saddened. He is burying his best hope, his mother. But even as he accompanies the remains of his mother on this journey of no return, he too is counting on the Uganda Red Cross to provide him with the necessary medical, nutritional, as well as psychosocial support. This is where those living positively get a source of inspiration to move on. The Club of Positive Living is supported by Uganda Red Cross Society. Today, in their song, they are appealing to the Uganda Red Cross not to let the children of Uganda die, but to think about the next generation. Both Stella and Gildo are members of this club, where they draw strength to carry on. From the north to the beautiful islands of Kalangala, you will see Uganda Red Cross volunteers visiting vulnerable communities and sensitizing them. This young volunteer has done a tremendous job visiting the sick, comforting and counseling them. The Uganda Red Cross Society Health and Care Department is implementing a 3-year project on safe motherhood. To improve the reproductive health conditions of vulnerable mothers and babies here in northern Uganda, they are targeting over 2,000 women in Amaru and Kitgum districts. Here at Kaladima Health Centre 3 in Lamoji Sub-County, Amaru district, we find hundreds of women who have come for antenatal care. After Salima Alanyo has had a high blood pressure checkup as well as the condition of her baby, she's given this mama bag. The kit contains all what an expecting mother will need at the time of giving birth. Uganda Red Cross Society could be overwhelmed by the numbers of vulnerable women, but it is back to the drawing board on how it can increase its intervention.
That we hadn't planned to register 1,000 pregnant women who are very vulnerable by giving them mama bags.